Namaste guys, welcome to the 31st December session of The Hindu. So today is the last day of this year. So coming on to the first page. So last session of this year also. So coming to the first page, here it is. Parties against putting off the UP election, says the Chief Election Commissioner. So what you have to see here is uh, what is Chief Election Commissioner? Like earlier when Election Commission was formed in the original constitution, it was only a one-member body, but in 90s, due to some politics and especially with the advent of TN session as a Chief Election Commissioner, it became a third uh, three-member body. So you have to see that under prime ministership of which person or which prime minister under which prime minister it became a three-member body, and who are the members involved in making it the three-member body. So also you can see that certain election reforms that are done by the TN session itself. You have to see TN session, very important person in the history of election commission. So you can see that thing as well. Also, you can write down in comment section that whether model code of conduct is statutorily backed or not. So you have to see that thing as well. So again, APSPA has extended in Nagaland. So what is special to know here that uh, it is extended by Union Home Ministry. So Union Home Ministry has the power to extend the APSPA in any disturbed area. So that is important to know. Regarding APSPA, we will come with a separate video on this APSPA, explain the entire explain the APSPA in its entirety in in that separate video. So coming to the next news, China issues 15 names of 15 places in Arunachal Pradesh. So since Arunachal Pradesh is India's territory and they are changing name in our territory, so we should also change that Beijing name, like it should be renamed as Bajrangpur or whatever it is. Write down in comment section the certain names that you will change, like Shanghai, Nanking, all these names, separate alternative name for these things in comment section. So apart from this, coming to the here, Chennai reeling under water. So have you ever wonder why Chennai is getting so much rain in the winter and not in the summer, and also the northwest India part also receiving rain? So these are some geographical phenomena that we will try to cover in a separate video. Like in Chennai, it is retreating monsoon, northeast monsoon, and in northwest India, it is tropical extratropical cyclone that is coming from the Mediterranean Sea, also known as the Western disturbances. So we will cover it in a full detail. So till then, New Year is coming with many exciting videos. So till then, stay tuned. Very important news coming from here. It is from West Bengal. So earlier I was also not knowing what is Ganga Sagar Mela. Today I came to know that what is Ganga Sagar Mela. So Ganga Sagar Mela, it is a religious festival and second biggest fair of India after Kumbh Mela. So very important. So it is celebrated on the Sagar Dweep or Sagar Island, that is in West Bengal, state of India, of course, and it is in state South 24 Pargana district. So 24 Pargana district, there is a historical figure associated with 24 Pargana district. It was Robert Clive. So Robert Clive was the first foreigner or British to get the uh, zamindari of the some Indian district. So it was the luckiest people were 24 Pargana people that gone into the zamindari of some foreign element. So that is important for the 24 Pargana. And also coming on to the next news, here it is Indian pangolin, about the Odisha radio tax rescued Indian pangolin. So what is important for India to know this? What is the IUCN status of Indian pangolin? It is endangered and it is also scheduled one category protected animal under the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And when Odisha is coming news, so obviously the olive ridley turtle came in news, and certain beaches like Gahir Mata Beach, Rushi Kulya, and one more is there that is famous for this olive ridley turtle. If you know that, write down in comment section. Other than Rushikulya and Bhitarkanika, yeah, Gahir Matha Beach. Yeah, I remember it, Gahir Matha Beach. So all these three beaches in the uh, Odisha is important for the olive ridley turtle conservation. You can write down in comment section the IUCN status of olive ridley turtle. So coming on to the page number 3. On page number 3, here it is. Landmark court ruling during the pandemic. So that is very important. Like we have seen that uh, certain rare diseases, here it is, right to life, right to health and health care is a fundamental right recognized by Supreme Court as part of the right to life under Article 21. It is very important. And also the National Policy for Rare Diseases 2021 was approved by the center, and arrest for tax evasion, just court order halted. This is very important that India High Court has halted some foreign court. Like there is a treaty called Reciprocal Territory Treaty that India has signed recently with UAE. So you should study that thing as well. The reciprocal treaty, that means certain rulings of that particular court in the particular country will be applied in the uh, that country also, which has signed that reciprocal territory treaty. So you can see that thing as well. Proclaimed offender, rent payment for poor, stray dog feeding. So I think this whole topic is demanding a separate video. So landmark, with the name landmark court ruling during the pandemic. So we will try to come with this also. Coming on to the, I know I have promising too much to coming to this on this video, but I'm not getting just enough time. But in new year, I will have plenty of time, so I will try to make and cover all the topics that I have promised. So coming on to the page number 5 here. On page number 5 here, it is Telangana farmers cut down paddy cultivation. So it is very important to know that in coastal areas there are almost 3 seasons that grows paddy. So it requires a high amount of water. So you can see that Telangana farmers are cutting down. It is good for environment as well. And also paddy, since green revolution, paddy and wheat have created a monoculture type of agriculture that is negatively affecting the fertility of the soil. Also, the diversification is needed to scale up the production of pulses. Here it is, pulses crop. As since independence, pulse is the only crop whose per capita consumption has decreased in India since independence. You should remember this fact as well. Okay, so coming to the page number 6, very important here. Barriers to knowledge society in Kerala. Although this article is politically motivated, but you can see, like, this article is talking about the left's error, Congress empowered groups, but this article is also talking about certain international relations, like Red Army reached Berlin first in 1945. Khrushchev gave the Americans fight to human. Of course, the USSR was the first one to send human into the space. He was Yuri Gagarin to revolve around the earth. Also, the USSR was the first one to launch the satellite also, known as Sputnik. So all these things were crisis for the USA. So certain important facts are given here. So you can see these things for the examination point of view, but should not take the views that has been provided by the writer. Okay, coming to the in NHFS and National Family Health Survey report card, the good and the sober, the future. So what is important here to know that Sustainable Development Goal 2030, and also this article is talking about the total fertility rate. What is TFR and what is replacement level TFR? It is 2.1. So India is gradually coming to the replacement level, and some states in India also achieved that replacement level, and some has come under the replacement level. So except I think UP, Bihar, and one more state, all population has been stabilized in India. So some important data are given in this article. You can see that thing as well. So ground to dusting lands failure. So that is some entertainment point of view. We will try to see that thing as well. Coming to the page number 8. On page number 8, Prime Minister puts off UAE visit. So this deal is about the inking to Delhi Abu Dhabi limited free trade agreement likely to be delayed. So this article was about the Delhi Abu Dhabi limited free trade agreement likely to be delayed. So you should know that UAE is the third largest. Yes, here it is. India's third largest trading partner after USA and China. So you should write down in comment section that which country is the largest trading partner. Is it USA or China? And with facts and figures of the trade between the countries, which is the country between India and the country which is the largest trading partner of India. So coming to the page number 8 itself, here it is. Paul bonds open for sale. So this article is talking about the electoral bond. So you must see the electoral bond is zero coupon bond, and you also see what is zero coupon bond and write some examples of the zero coupon bond. Like treasury bill is one of the example of zero coupon bond. If you know certain other examples of zero coupon bond, write down in comment section. Also the it is issued by SBI only. So you should remember that thing as well. No other bank can issue the electoral bonds, and it is totally anonymous. Coming to the page number 10. Page number 9 has one. Page number 9 has one important pay GST compensation. Here it is. Page number 8 has one article regarding the INS Kesari. So you should know that what is INS Kesari and where it is currently. It is in Mozambique. So you should know the map location of Mozambique where it is. So on page number 9, there was an important article about pay GST compensation for 5 more years. So earlier it was decided in 2017 that GST compensation will be paid for 5 years till 2022, but recent pandemic certain changes has been brought. So states are demanding for 5 more years GST compensation. So there is a GST compensation cess also, and also the GST compensation, the criteria or concept behind GST compensation was that certain states, the amount of taxes or revenue certain states are getting pre GST, if due to GST they are losing something. Like for example, pre GST they are collecting 100 rupees, and after GST implementation they are collecting 90 rupees. So there is a difference of 10 rupees. So center will pay that compensation to states, and with 14% increment every year. So that was the logic behind the GST compensation. So states are demanding it for 5 more years. So see that thing as well. Coming to the page number 10. Page number 10, here it is. Banks must pay customer their money on demand, says Supreme Court. So what is here? Of course, demand deposit is named after the demand deposit that bank should provide. It is on demand. You should also see time, what is time deposit. But what is important here to know that who is the Supreme Court to issue certain guidelines. It is a work of executive. So it is an example of judicial overreach or judicial activism. So you can see the article 142 of the Indian Constitution that gives Supreme Court that power of judicial activism. So it is the fountainhead of course, judicial activism. Coming to the, here it is, Sahitya Academy announces awards in 20 languages. So this year only 20 languages, but usually it is 24 languages, 22 scheduled languages that came in 8th schedule. And other than 22 that languages, one is English, 23rd, and 24th is Rajasthani. So you should remember that all name as well. Rajasthani plus English, and Rajasthani is not in the 8th schedule languages. Also coming to the page number 11. Page number 11 is world politics. Of course, China minister to visit Maldives and Sri Lanka. So trip of Beijing's growing economic and security stakes in Indian Ocean region. So what India is doing to overtake the growing influence of China in the Indian Ocean region. So you should know that thing as well. So string of pearls concept is given, like a string of pearls. Certain ports have been occupied, or we can say has been constructed by the China in the Indian Ocean region to surround India. And also India is doing certain, also getting or acquiring certain ports in the Indian Ocean region to counter the effect of China. Also, you should see that thing as well. Amid Ukraine crisis, Biden put in to hold another call. So you should see Minsk deal, M-I-N-S-K deal between Russia and Ukraine to avoid any confrontation. Taliban chief orders to not to punish former regime member. Of course, they orders certain things. Here it is. Iran announces very important thing: new space launch. So earlier in 2020, Iran became the first Muslim country to launch its own military satellite. You have to write down in comment section what is the name of that military satellite. I would like give you a hint. Its literal meaning is light. So you should see that thing as well. Coming to the page number 12. Page number 12 has certain important like NTPC renewable energy target, India Australia interim FTA talks, rupee spurs 29 paise against dollar. So you should see that thing as well. So that's all from today's newspaper. Nothing to read in text and context page. So we will meet tomorrow. Today newspaper has certain. Thank you.